Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Rob, do me a favor. Listen, I'm going to go over here. I don't have my mic today. I sent it to California to get fixed. How does it sound from here, Rob?
That sounds good to me.
Awesome. Okay, I have the computer a little closer than usual. I'm not going to take it down on the ground that I did like I did that one time. It was just way too kind of crazy feeling. So I'll be without a mic, but I'll be projecting toward the computer, toward the microphone on my computer. Okay, so let's see. I like to see who's here. All right, Chris and Rob, Mary, hi. Fern, hello. Becky, hi. Krista, Karen, hi. Andrea, awesome. All right, so yeah, it's 5:29. Okay, and here comes Brenda. This is the last class of the fall session, the Zoom fall session. And it will begin again on Tuesdays, right? When I'm in California. So that's going to be the first Tuesday of the new year. I don't know what Tuesday that is, but a lot of you have signed up for it already. If you want to, make sure you sign up for it. Also, there is going to be a Tuesday in person at Brookview while I'm gone. One of my subs, Dale, is doing that. And that's going to be on Tuesday too. So as the email said that you hopefully have gotten, if you want to do Thursday Zoom, I can just send you the recording. You can sign up for both. You can do in person and then you can just get the Zoom. Or you can just wait for it to go onto YouTube, which usually takes about a month and a half. But if you want to see it sooner, you can sign up for both of them. So, and his begins also right after the first of the year. Dale is going to be doing those on Tuesdays. I think that's about it. Does anyone have anything they'd like to, oh, hey, Shelley. Anyone have anything that they would like to, well, what you want to do in class today? If there's something else, just email me. So that way we won't take up too much time. I was going to put it out for like any questions, but if you have any questions about registration or what the offerings are, just let me know. So basically there's going to be a week without anything. You're going to get a break over the holidays. And remember, you can always go on my YouTube channel and do classes from there. Lower back. Gotcha, Fern. Okay, good. Anyone else want to shout out before I start? Okay. Lower back it is. Okay, let's start in seated pose. Start in easy pose. So for those of you who just got on a little later, I do not have my mic. It's getting repaired. There was actually an issue with it. And I should have it for my first Zoom class in January. They just received it and it's supposed to take about a week and a half, 2 weeks before I get it. And it's coming to me in California. And it's being shipped from California. It just so happens that that's where the company is. All right. So I'm going to project my voice. I know it's not as good as a remote mic, but it's all we got. Oh, all right. Nice, easy pose. And when you're in this easy pose, pay attention to your hips. Just notice the difference between the right hip and the left hip. There's always a difference, okay? We're not symmetrical. So just notice the difference in the hips, in the inner thighs. All right, begin to follow your breath, observe your breath. Maybe you want to watch it as it inflates the belly. Maybe you want to feel it at your nostrils. Now, close your eyes. Take your chin, excuse me.
Hi.
I'm doing class, honey. He's shouting hi to me. He just came home. Sorry about that. Take the top of your chin to the tabletop right in front of you. Okay. Chin level. Slide it back on that table toward your throat and then soften your shoulders. And again, go back to your breath. Feel it. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Open your mouth to relax your jaw joints. And just feel the left side of your neck here. All right. So we're just getting out of the shortest day of the year, nice and dark, right? Dark and cold. So it lends itself to kind of a slower practice, a more internal practice. All right, nice. Now, if you want to, you can take your right hand to the left side of your head, and you can just ever so gently apply a little bit of pressure. Now release that hand from your head and roll your chest just a little closer to your, roll your chin a little closer to the center of your chest. See if you can find any places of tension there you can stop and breathe into. Just kind of moving around. Now lift the chin. So basically, you're going to turn your head to the left, lifting the chin a little bit toward the ceiling, and then dropping your ear toward your chest. Going a little deeper into this. Now take your head back to center slowly. We did a lot of neck work on that one. And then drop your shoulders, lift your heart, slide your chin back on that tabletop, left ear to your left shoulder, drop both shoulders. Accessing the right side of the neck here, feel it. Breathing into it. Dropping that right shoulder, releasing the jaw joint. And if you want even more, you can take your left hand to the right side of your skull and press just a little bit, everyone. Okay, you don't want to shock those muscles into resisting this, right? And tightening and moving away from it. You want them to cooperate, to just kind of coax them along. Yeah, just a gentle coaxing. Okay, release your left hand. Now listen. Roll that chin just a little bit more towards your chest. Keep it close to your body until you find a place that's especially asking for your attention. Stop there, breathe into it. Here you may feel the neck muscle and move into the upper back muscles. Breathing here, release. Feel the mind relax as well. All right, now listen, keep your chin as close to your chest as it is. Just turn your head to the right of it and drop the left ear a little closer to your shoulder. Breathe here. So, you're just kind of like feeling things out here, right? You'll notice that when you really get into some muscles that are tight, they're going to want to stay tight, okay? They're hanging on to that. And you're just slowly opening them up, allowing them to experience that sense of freedom and openness. And then they trust that, those muscles trust that, and slowly release. Bringing your head back to center here. Arms out to the sides, palms up, reach up with both arms. Intertwine your fingers, press your palms to the ceiling, squeeze your biceps into your ears, lift your rib cage away from your hips. That's nice. Draw your navel back, curl your tail under. I know, just think it. All right. Now slowly come forward. So come forward from hinging at the hips. Keep the back nice and straight as long as possible. And then finally drop your palms into the ground. Soften everything round the back and drop the crown of your head toward the floor. And just breathe up and down the spine and in that space between your wing bones. Nice. Nice lower back opener. Can you feel that, Fern? Starting to get at the lower back here. Okay. Nice. And then lift up, walk your hands back toward you here. All right. Open the legs into a nice wide V shape. Heels are flexed. Toes are open. Come on and spread them apart. Dig those heels into the ground and then press the backs of your legs into the ground. And now your sitting bones. Now draw your navel back. Press that energy down to the sitting bones for stability. Right arm swings across your body, comes to the inside of the left leg. Left arm comes to the side of that left leg. Okay, now twist your belly button to the left. Now hinge at the elbows and drop down. Press into that right heel. Press into the back of that right leg. Feel the back of your left leg open up. It's okay if the knee bends. Walk your hands forward toward your feet. Drop your head here. Here's where you soften and release. Don't worry about a straight back now. Here's also where you can bring a breath deeply into your pose. Deep, deep, deep. Take your left hand, scoop it over the top of that leg, grab the inside of the leg, ankle, or foot. Bend your left arm, turn your torso to the right, to the front. Reach that right arm over. Bend the elbows some more. Come down a little deeper. Press into the right heel. Breathing here. Breathing here. Bring that right arm up. Give yourself a cactus arm. Pull the elbow back. Feel that in the right waist. Bend the left elbow. Let the body come down a little more. Now re-extend that right arm over your ear. Now cartwheel up with both arms to the sides. All right. So get this whole thing recalibrated. Flexed heel, open toes, press down in both legs, into the sitting bones, belly comes back, take that energy down, ground it down toward the earth. Left arm comes over, left fingertips come to the inside of the right leg. Torso is still forward, you're not turning yet. Right arm comes to the outside of that leg. Now you draw your belly in and turn your belly toward the right leg, okay? That's going to turn you low in your torso. All right, now hinge at the elbows, come down slowly. Press into that opposite leg, everyone. Let that be your anchor. Walk your hands forward. Soften over the leg. Add your breath. Turn your torso toward the front. Let the left arm come over your ear. Bend the right elbow to come down a little deeper. Press into that left heel. Anchor into the left leg. Lift the left arm. Bend the elbow, cactus arm. Draw the elbow back to turn. There it is, left waist. You feel it? Also right inner thigh. Feel that. Breathe into this. Breathe into this. And then release that arm over the ear again. And then cartwheel up, both arms to the sides. Bring your fingertips forward and into the ground. All right, now listen up. Walk your sitting bones back as you begin to take your torso forward. You know how we do this in Janirasana with one leg straight, one leg to the side? All right, now walk your hands forward and come on down just as low as you can go. Once you're as low as you can go, soften up, drop your forehead or your crown to the ground, and just breathe into your back, into your spine. Also into the hips. And this can also access your lower back. If you want more lower back, when you're down here, think about rolling the tailbone, kind of rolling it as if you want to take the tip of the tail towards your fingertips, right? But of course, it's underneath you. But little roll in the lower back will open it up for you. And straighten your arms, walk back up. All right. So take your right knee forward, left leg over your right. All right. So remember, hips and lower back, they're siblings, cousins at least. Okay. So you want to keep really nice open hips for the lower back to be healthy. Okay. Take your right hand to the top of that left ankle and get that heel as close to your right thigh as you can. And then the left foot, bring that one back. Now listen, left hip is up, right? Naturally, let it sink down. Just let it sink down. Internally, think about pushing that left sitting bone to the ground. Nice. Arms are open wide. Okay. We're going to take the right arm under the left for eagle arms here. Tops of the hands together or palms. Now lift the elbows. Try not to lift the shoulders, just the elbows. Now press your arms into one another. Keep the shoulders down. You're going to feel this in the shoulders and across your upper back. Of course, you're also getting a huge opening in the left hip. And then for those of you who want more, come forward, just bow forward in this. Get some compression into the pose. Release, come on up. Release those arms, open them to the sides. Bring the hands behind you, facing your buttocks. Draw back, squeeze the elbows into one another. Lift your chest to the ceiling, drop your head back just a little bit. Let it rest on this imaginary pillow back there. Press into both palms. And come forward again. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee. Left leg is coming straight out of the hip. Remember I was talking about Janirasana? This is that one. Okay, this is the pose. So you know where that left leg is supposed to go. Make sure it's there. Right knee to the side. All right, fingertips forward. Now listen, come forward just a little bit with your spine. It's a long yardstick that you're just bringing forward. And then if you want, bring your hands forward. Now, flex your left heel, slide the heel and the sitting bone back, but keep your torso where it's at. Now come on down over that left leg. Right thigh, right lower back, right? You can feel all that. Got the right side very open by rotating your thigh bone out to the side like you have it. And lift up. Lift that left knee up. Intertwine your fingers over the shin. Get the heel close to you. Now, get your elbows out to the sides. Press your torso forward. Really press. You're going to feel it up and down your spine. Now, squeeze your elbows into your body. Press forward some more with the torso. Drop your shoulders. Take your chin, put it on that tabletop. Slide it back. Nice, nice, nice. Isometric here. Press forward with the torso. Back with that right leg. All right, here we go. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Hug it. Take the knee in towards center just a little bit more. Lift the right arm. Draw the navel back. Turn your navel to the right. That's going to turn your body to the right. And your right arm is going to come back. Let the right fingertips fall into the ground. Now, as you push those fingertips into the ground, twist some more. Twist low in the torso. Think about twisting at the level of the belly button first, okay? You'll get a deeper twist up and down your spine. Breathe here. Bring the belly breath into the pose. And release, bring it forward. Straighten your right leg. Get your hips nice and wide, rock side to side, then walk them back. All right, let's get everything nice and squared off again. Come forward. Seated, forward fold. Again, you can bend your knees, that's all right. And then once you get down as low as you're going to go tonight, just hang out there and follow your breath within the pose and connect to the sensations that this pose gives you. Take your palms onto your shins, straighten your arms, back is straight. I'm going to just go sideways, you'll see better. All right, so I got my palms on my shins, my back is straight. So this one we want to stay as straight as possible. Bend the elbows back and bring the chest forward. You don't have to come forward too much. Just keep it nice and straight and try to keep the legs straight. Slide the chin back a bit. Don't jut it forward. And release. All right. Left knee forward, facing forward. Yes. Right leg comes over. Okay. Left hand grabs the top of that right ankle, pulls it in. All right. And then you can draw the other one in a bit. That one's probably back as much as it's going to be already. All right. Now, concentrate on dropping your right hip. Just softening it and letting it drop toward the floor. Okay. It may barely move, but internally, you're going to feel it release. Bring your arms out to the sides. Eagle arms with your left arm under the right. Wrap them around each other. Tops of the hands together or the palms. Depends on how long your arms are. Press your arms together. Keep the shoulders low. Belly button pulls back. Now listen up. You're going to lift the elbows, but try not to lift the shoulders. Now squeeze the arms into one another again. Okay, nice. Now, those of you who want more, you want to level up, come on down, put some compression into this. Just drop down a bit. Squeeze everything together. And lift up. Release your arms. Bring your fingertips back. They're facing your buttocks. Lean back. Okay, so your palms are into the ground. Fingertips are facing the buttocks. And they're close to them. So your hands are about hip distance apart. Now squeeze those elbows together as you lift your chest to the ceiling and draw your face toward the ceiling. Press into the hands. Nice deep breaths here. And release and bring it forward. All right. Right leg is straight this time. Left knee is bent. Get the right leg lined up. Make it come right out of the hip. Left knee to the side. Keep pushing it down toward the side internally using those inner thigh muscles. Flex the foot. Tuck forward. Come forward with the torso. Now slide the heel and the sitting bone back, but keep the torso where it's at. And start coming over this thing. As you come over, remember to push that left knee down toward the ground. And then finally, just surrender to the pose and get some breath moving in it. Left lower back access this time. And come on back. Lift the left knee. Right, make sure the right leg's still straight. Intertwine your fingers. Bottom of the shin. Scooch that heel in as close to your body as possible. Press forward with your entire front body. Okay, lift your elbows. Squeeze them into your body. Drop your shoulders. Chin is on the table. Slide it back. Push forward with the torso. Do you feel that? What it does is it lights up the back body, up and down the spine. Okay, now grab your right arm around the left knee. Draw that knee in towards center a little more. Swing the left arm back. Draw the navel back. Turn it to the left as you hug that leg and keep it put. And release and bring it forward. All right. Straighten both legs. You can kind of, just jiggle them out. Since we're on the ground, let's come to our back and put some core work in here. All right. Knees are bent. Heels are into the mat. Toes are up. Spread them apart. Hold onto a platter in front of you. Lift your heart, slide your chin back. We're going to come down slowly. You can dig into those heels to help. And of course, primarily the abdominal muscles and the lower back muscles are working to slow this down, right? So just put on the brakes. And then once you get to the ground, full body stretch. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Full stretch here. Right knee comes in, grab the shin, press the thigh into the right lower torso. Okay, we already have that right hip pretty open. Can you tell? Switch legs, left leg comes up, right leg goes down. Press into that shin, squeeze it into the left side of your torso. Nice, full deep breaths. All right, reverse tabletop pose. Knees are bent. All right. Bring your hands up, make some fists. Press those fists together. Bring them down between your legs. Okay, listen, this is intense lower back. Okay, pull your navel down. Now squeeze those legs together, feeling the lower back, okay? Feel those SI joints. Yeah. So we want to stretch, but we also want to strengthen. All right, keep it going. 5, pull the belly down. 4, 3, 2, you can do it just one more, that's it. Release. Knees to the chest. Release them again. Palms to the tops of the thighs. Flex the heels. Ready? Lower the belly. Get that lower back into the mat. Now press. Thighs into the hands. Palms into the thighs. Both isometric. Pull that belly down the whole time. 8. Give it all you got. 7. Everything you have. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release. Take the knees to the chest and circle the knees. Let's release that lower back here. Reverse. All right. Again, reverse. Soles of the feet together, knees out. Take the hands up, intertwine your fingers, slip your palms under your head, lift your face to the ceiling, lift your chest to the ceiling, pull your navel to the ground. Now press your feet together. Lift a little higher. Pulse, pulse right at the top. Now listen, every time you come up, press the soles of the feet together if you want to work out the inner thighs as well. Nice big exhales at the top. Hold it here, hold it here. Knees to the elbows, elbows to the knees, straighten the legs. Knees to elbows, elbows to knees, straighten. You're bringing the soles together when the knees and elbows come together. Now, they may not touch, they probably won't, I mean, unlikely, but bring them toward one another. Straighten, bend to the side, those knees come to the side. Yeah, keep going. Upper and lower abdominals. I'm sure you can feel this. 10. Nice and controlled. 9. Control it. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Almost there. You can do it. 3. Just 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. 2. 1 and hold. Pulse at the top. Pulse. Pulse. Squeeze those feet together. Pulse. 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 And release. Full body stretch. Arms overhead. Nice stretch. Now just kind of lift the belly a little bit. Stretching those abdominal muscles. And soften back down to the ground. Arms are in a T position, palms are up, knees come up, right leg over the left. Squeeze those legs together, bring the knees up toward the chest, chin to the chest as well. Soften across the upper back and deep into both your shoulders, everyone. Here we go. Legs are going to drop to the left side first. And get them into the ground if you can. All right. So you can either have your head facing the ceiling, or you can turn it slightly to the right if that feels better. Soften into the shoulder. Release into that right hip. Now make the breath deep, bring it all the way to the belly. I want you to feel your belly inflate with every inhale. Notice how that moves the pose slightly. Notice with every exhale, that top leg drops a little deeper and you get a deeper stretch in the hip and the lower back. So you weave your breath into your practice and you really elevate the practice by doing that. I mean, a lot. I mean, try it. Try holding your breath. Try holding your breath. See how the pose is kind of, more of a dead pose. When you bring the breath into it, it really opens the body and enlivens the pose. All right, draw your navel back, bring your legs back to center, uncross, rock your hips side to side, walk hips to the bottom, toward the bottom of your mat. All right, chin to the chest, here we go, bend the knees, left leg comes over the right, soften across the back. All right, chin to the chest, here we go, legs drop to the right side. Slowly. Again, we want to coax the body into this. We don't want to have the body react by pushing away from it or resisting. All right. And then just drop the legs as
deeply into the floor as you can. Soften into the right shoulder, right arm. Head is looking up to the ceiling or turn to the left. Now really release around that left hip space. Yeah, let the left thigh bone get heavier. Now add a nice deep belly breath to this. Squeeze your legs together, draw your navel back, bring those legs back to center. And just release that lower back, rock side to side. Cross at the ankles, come on up. Turn yourself over and come into a tabletop pose. So nice tabletop here. Pressing your hands, charging them into your mat. Fingertips are nice and spread apart. Belly is lifted. Tops of the feet, tops of the toes, press them into the mat. You're looking straight down between your hands. All right. Curl your toes. All right. Hover the knees about an inch or two over the mat. Now, while you're doing this, I want you to really press into your hands. Really press into the hands. Lift your belly. Lift your belly. Now listen, just press the hips back, but don't lift them. Just press them back, don't lift them. Stay low. Now drop the heels and lift the hips. So coming into down dog. All right, whatever you want to do, you can walk your dog, wag the tail, getting your hips moving side to side, whatever feels good. All right, come up onto your tippy toes. Now push back. Now drop your heels. Stay there and breathe. All right, I'm just coming up. Oops, sorry. I'm just coming up here to make sure that I've got my microphone maxed out. Yes. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So you're breathing into it. Nice down dog. Take the left foot in just a bit. Lift the right leg up. Three-legged dog here. Press back. Drop your left heel. All right. Flex your right heel and pulse it to the ceiling. As you're pulsing the right heel to the ceiling, lift the belly toward the spine and keep pressing the chest back toward the thighs. Nice, some nice glute work here. Hold it here. Now listen, bend the right knee, send the right heel up, okay? Now, take the right knee behind the right elbow, gliding forward just a bit. Now send it back and up. Now behind the left elbow. Now back up. Right elbow, stay here. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Windshield, right and left. Keep that belly lifted. Keep charging into the hands. And lift it back up, three-legged dog. Turn your hips to the right. Lift the ankle to the ceiling and pulse your ankle to the ceiling here. Pull back the navel. Just getting a different part of the glutes here. Press into the hands. Keep the shoulders strong. Keep pressing back with the chest. All right. Bend the knee. Let the foot fall back. Circle the foot to get at the ankle. Reverse. Straighten that leg, turn your hips toward the mat, look forward. That's where your right foot's going to go. All right, right foot between your hands. All right, lunge pose. One of my favorites, knees over the ankle. Shimmy those left toes back. Squeeze the left butt cheek. Come on and squeeze it. Now, with that butt cheek nice and squeezed, press the left heel back just to get at those calf muscles a bit. Left hand comes close to the right foot. Reach out with the right arm. Unlock your right waist. Keep that back leg strong and straight. Lift the arm to the right. You can bind this if you want to. And if you are binding it, draw that elbow back to get some more twist. Release the bind if you have it. Everyone take that right arm forward, right hand falls to the right side of the right foot. Facing the mat again. Now, charge into the right foot and straighten the right knee. Pyramid pose, walk the hands back. Make sure the left toes are facing forward. Bend the elbows, let your forehead fall to the shin. Release and come forward, bending that knee. Drop the left knee to the ground, top of the foot to the ground. Bring the fingertips back, lift your torso, feel your left sitting bone, your left hamstring. Now press forward. Oh yeah, there it is. That's a tough one to get, right? The hip flexor. And release that. Curl your toes, lift your knee. Turn your left foot out about 45 degrees, probably hop it up a bit too. And lift up, warrior one. Nice, strong warrior. Don't forget that back leg, everyone. You're gonna need it. Squeeze the left butt cheek. All right. Take your hands to Namaste Mudra overhead. Straighten the arms, squeezing your arms into your ears. And now come forward with your entire body. Point forward here. Release the palms so that they're facing away from one another. Bring the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades and lift from the heart. Okay? Shoulders are pulling back away from the ears. Neck is nice and long and relaxed. Okay? Those of you who want more, bend the elbows, intertwine your fingers, press the knuckles back. Otherwise, stay where you're at. And you can even drop inside the thigh with your torso and take your knuckles toward the ceiling. And lift up. Everyone release the arms forward, come back up. Warrior one again. Trying to get my mat straight. There we go. All right, we're in warrior one. All right, here we are, here we are. Now, right hand comes forward. Take the top of that hand into the inner thigh. Press them into one another and squeeze that left butt cheek. Now, keep that leg put. Just take the left arm back. Turn that palm toward the ground. Now release the right arm, palm down. Look towards your drishti. And you're in warrior two. Soften the shoulders, lift from the heart. Okay, so when you're in a warrior pose, it's not the strength that comes from crunching up from the shoulders, right? It's a strength that comes from here, from the heart center, and from here, the torso. All right, of course, also from your base. Reach out towards your drishti, drop the right arm, left arm comes up, Turn your torso forward. Bent knee triangle here. Rotate that top palm so that it's behind you. Bring that arm back. Feel the left chest and the left shoulder open. Hey, you're almost there. If you bend your elbow, take the top of that hand into your back body, you've got a bind. Deep binders, you have that right arm under you. Can do that. Release the bind. Cartwheel up to warrior two. Rotate the right foot so that it's facing the side of your mat. Get yourself into a nice wide V position. Okay, now hinge from the hips, from the hips, from the hips. Come down slowly. Drop your head. We're going to have traction for the spine here, releasing everything toward the earth. Palms under your head, straighten your arms to lift. Turn your right foot out, bend your right knee, walk your hands toward your right foot, lift the left toes, press the back of the left leg toward the ground. If you don't want this, if you don't like this one, just stay where you're at. Come on up, turn the left toes out, right toes come in, bend the elbows, walk toward the left foot. All right, now lift the right toes, press the back of the right leg down. Coming back to center here. Make the toes come forward or toe in. Walk your hands forward. We're going to do a wide dog, everyone. Softening between the shoulder blades. And then walking your hands back toward you. Taking your toes out, your heels in, lifting up to a horse pose. Right here. Arms come out to the sides. Palms come forward. All right. Hold on to something into your hands, like an imaginary, like weights or something like that. Squeeze the elbows together. Press the shoulder blades together and release. Press, release. Squeeze between the shoulder blades, everyone. Press, release, press. Now you can start straightening the legs and bending when you come down. Stay down and pulse. And up to star pose here. Closing your eyes, feeling star pose. Feel the light of the star pose. Fingertips, soles of your feet, just nice and wide, big star. Okay, take your feet, turn them forward. Bring the star pose forward, hinging from your hips. Hands are going to grab the backs of your ankles and you're going to drop your head. Press your palms into your shins, look forward. Okay, take your fingertips to the ground. Heels come in, drop your butt, bounce, 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 and then see if you can't hop your feet underneath you. Yeah, feet are facing forward. Swing the arms forward, come into chair pose. Okay. Namaste mudra from the chair pose. Pull your belly back, round your tailbone. Hands to the heart. Turn to the side. Elbow to the side of that leg. Twist. Spread your wings. You can even bind. Back to the mudra at your heart. Bring it forward, lift up. Swan dive forward, come forward. Monkey pose, extend that spine, draw the navel back. Refold, everyone. Back into a chair pose. Bring your arms forward. Namaste. Tailbone down. Sit a little deeper. Take the Namaste Mudra to your heart. Turn it to the other side. Other direction. Twist it. Open it if you want to. Bind it if you want to. Back to the mudra. Back to center and lift. And drop down. And monkey. And refold. All right. Walk your hands forward, your feet back. Lift your right leg. Bend the knee. Take it forward in back of your left. Oh, I'm sorry. In back of your right wrist. You know what we're doing? We're going into pigeon pose. All right. So I said that wrong. It should be the same side, of course. All right, so get set up. If you do it on your back, go for it. Again, look for your breath here. Move your belly and notice what that does to this pose, what it gives, what it brings to the pose. And lifting up, palms into the mat, curl your left toes under, lift that knee, squeeze that butt cheek, press into the hands to lift your torso, release your right leg. Come into a nice plank pose here. Press those heels back, lift your belly, press into the hands, use the shoulders, use the chest. Now lift up with the hips, down dog. So whatever you want to do, you can walk your dog, wag your tail, or keep it quiet. All right. Left foot, sweep it up. Press back. Flex that left heel and pulse it to the ceiling. Nice, strong, easy. Keep your belly pulled back. Keep awareness in the palms. Push them forward to press back some more. Lift it a little higher. Little higher. All right. Bend that knee. Press that heel up. Come forward. That knee goes behind your left elbow. Now comes up again. Now the right elbow. Up again. Left elbow. Here we go. Back and forth. Windshield wipers. Press into the hands. Keep the shoulders open. And lift it up again. Turn your hips to the left. Lift your left ankle and pulse. Pulse it to the ceiling. Keep the leg long. Lift it a little higher. Bend the knee. Let the foot come back a bit. Press more deeply into the right hand. Now circle the foot. Reverse. Straighten the leg. Turn your hips toward the mat. Look forward. Left foot forward this time. Another lunge pose. Get those right toes back there so you can get a nice straight back leg. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Nice. Now take the right fingertips next to the left foot. Reach forward with the left arm. Come on and unlock your left waist. Pull your navel up, turn it to the left, lift that arm. And now you can bend the elbow if you want, get some twist into this. Now release, bring the arm forward. Push down deeply into the left sole of the foot till you feel the left thigh muscles hug the thigh bone. Now straighten that leg and drop the right heel. Pyramid pose, walk your hands back. Hinge at the elbows to drop your forehead. Release, bring it forward. Nice. Now drop the right knee and the top of that right foot. Okay. Lift the torso. Press the hips forward. And now you're getting your right hip flexor. Release that. Curl your back toes. Lift your knee. Now, turn that foot out to the side about 45 degrees. Probably bring it forward a bit. Lift up, warrior two. All right, be aware of your base. Be strong in the hips. Be strong in the legs. All right, hands in Namaste Mudra. Now squeeze the arms into the ears. Straighten those arms. Draw your navel back. Nice straight back as you come forward. Turn the palms out away from one another. Swing the arms back. There's your heart. Lift it and open it as you squeeze together between the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. If you want to level up, you can bend the elbows, intertwine your fingers, press your knuckles back. If you want to hike it up even some more, drop forward, getting your torso inside that left leg, taking your fingertips, your knuckles toward the ceiling. And release, release the arms forward, come up. All right, settle into your warrior again. Right arm comes forward, top of that hand presses into the inner thigh. Keep it put. Left arm comes back, left palm to the ground. Now you release the left arm. Make sure that left inner thigh didn't move in. Keep that leg open. Reach out, reach out. So you lift from the crown of your head and you stretch out from the heart center toward the left fingertips and the right. All right, so none of this is coming from the neck or the shoulders. And then you've got this nice base you can sit a little bit more deeply into. Okay. Rotate the left palm up. I don't think we did this on the other side. I don't think we did reverse. I'm sure we didn't. If Chris was here, I see you, Chris, but you would know. But I'm almost sure I didn't. You know what? Let's do the other side. So now, left foot in, right foot toward the other side of your mat. Okay, come into warrior two. This was easy enough. Right palm up and over. All right. Now we need to switch again. So swivel the right foot in, swivel the left foot so it's facing the front of your mat. Look toward the front of your mat as you swivel into a warrior one. We're going to come down to do a left pigeon. And if you're on your back, you've got the left ankle over the top of the bent right leg, over the thigh. Get under that thigh, draw it toward you. Keeping that left knee out to the side as you do. And release from this pigeon pose. Curl your back toes, lift your back knees and squeeze your right butt cheeks. Press into the palms to lift your torso just a bit. Now you may be able to take that left leg back, walk it to the center of your mat. Bending the knees, dropping down, preparing for waterfall here. Dropping your head. Oh, let's just hang out here for a bit. Drop your head. Feel that nice rounding of your back over your legs. Bend your elbows, clasp them, and just drop, just drop. I'll go this way so I can face the microphone. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, let those wing bones just fall apart. Now release, let the arms come back. Inhale. When you exhale, bend the knees, sit back. Inhale. Exhale. Three more. Two more. Last one, just dangle down there now. All right. Feet about hip distance or closer. We're going to roll this up slowly. Just uncurling the body little by little. And when you're at the top, find mountain pose. Yeah. All right. Okay, listen. Palms facing forward. You know, when you look in the anatomy books, right? A person standing this way. This is a way where everything's aligned, even the jaw. So if you draw your chin back, and then the jaw isn't jutting forward, you can relax it. Here you can relax the shoulders. You can draw your navel back, turn your tailbone toward the ground. All right, do you notice when you do that and release the lower back, you get some more activity in the fronts of the thighs, the quadriceps, and then you press into both feet, make that connection. Now you can release the shoulders some more, and you can lift from the crown of the head, keeping your chin tucked back. All right. Arms come up and over. Namaste Mudra overhead. Bring it to your heart. Nice. And then drop your forehead towards your fingertips. And then release your elbows down. And take a few nice full breaths here. Feel it. No hurry. Deep inhale, full exhale. Amazing what a few good deep breaths can do. Breaths with awareness, right? All right, get it down to the ground, belly down. I have to look this up. I call it crocodile pose, but maybe it's alligator. I have to look because I was watching something with crocodile that was totally, someone called it crocodile, and it's not at all like this. But for now, I'm going to call it crocodile. So feet toed in. You're just floating down a river on your little mat. Okay, resting your forehead into the top hand. If that doesn't feel good, place it somewhere where it does feel good. Now try not to let your mind leave your body. It's going to try, okay? Try to just keep honing it back into your body and your breath, okay? Back in, back in. You're nice and relaxed now, so it's going to be easy to space out and leave the body. Stay in there. Relax your wing bones, your lower back, your thighs, your forehead, your jaw. All right, take your arms forward and keep your legs where they are. Okay, lift the arms off the ground. Now the legs and little swim. Look down at the mat. Back body's activated here. Swim, swim, swim. Keep it going. And release back to the ground. Folding your hands upon each other again. Crocodile pose, resting. Taking your palms chest level. Feet are toed in. Hip distance are closer with the legs. Lift your pubic bone. Roll it towards your belly button. Drop it down again. Bring those elbows in close. Press them down toward the bottom of your mat. Lift your head. Okay, so you're looking down at your mat, lifting your head. All right, ready for Cobra? Go for it. Lifting slowly, using those back muscles to lift you. I'm coming up more so into a back bend. I left Cobra. Cobra's much lower. If you like to back bend after your Cobra, go for it. Coming back down just as slowly as you went up. Kissing your forehead to your mat. Coming up one more time. And then from Cobra or back bend, if you want to put a little twist at the top, if it feels okay for your lower back tonight, go for it. Looking over one shoulder and the other. And then bringing it back down slowly. All right, and now you can turn your head to the side, rest into that cheekbone, take your arms to the sides of your body, bending your elbows, palms are up. When I say side of your body, not close to your body, you want your shoulders to be nice and relaxed. Just releasing and relaxing there for a bit. And then very slowly bringing your head to the other side, resting in the other cheekbone. And then bringing your head to center, pressing your palms down into the mat, chest level, lifting up to table pose. And in table pose, lift your belly and curl your tail under. Focus on the lower back here. And then keep that tail curled as you press back. You're going to feel a nice opening in the lower back muscles. Okay? And then listen up, we're going to do something a little different. Once the hips touch, or get as close as you're going to get them to your feet, take the hips from side to side. Roll them from one side to another. All right, so body doesn't move much, just the hips. We're releasing that lower back. Now settle it back to center. Come on down, child's pose. All right, take a few more breaths there. And if you're staying for Shavasana, you can get into Shavasana. Maybe you have a pillow or a blanket you want to grab. On this cold wintry night, you might want to get a little warmth, especially now that our body temperature and blood temperature, blood pressure going to drop.
All right, so finding your Shavasana. Yeah, and just look for the breath and just ride with your breath. Just be aware of your breath. Be right there next to it, observing it. All right, don't change it, don't control it. Just observe it and be with it. The breath will probably be pretty deep and smooth at this point because of the practice that you've just done, the yoga practice that you've just completed. And of course, if you find yourself, chasing some thoughts or some feelings, just kind of, let them uncurl and then get back into the breath. Come on back home. Feel the darkness and the stillness within you. Get really comfortable in that cozy place. Just following the breath or noticing the sensations in your body. Just stay inside. Feel the breath get deeper and smoother and rounder. And notice that when you do stay inside, being aware of the breath, being aware of the sensations in your body, the body naturally relaxes. Right? You don't have to tell it to relax, it just naturally relaxes. Now feel how gently the entire front body, the front of your torso, lifts to receive your inhale and gently drops back toward the earth to exhale. Notice when the body inhales, it grows larger, making room for the next breath. And then when you exhale, it releases, gets a little smaller. Let's go of the out breath. And then there we go again, in breath, bigger. Out breath, surrender. Now notice that feeling that's flowing through your body. That's your inner peace. Okay, that's part of you, belongs to you. If you want to observe that inner peace flowing, notice what it feels like. Or maybe you want to attach a visual to it, a color. Send it through your entire body. Feels good to let go of the control, to just be with your breath and in your body. And if in your Shavasana practice tonight, you'd like to put a prayer, an intention, or a sankalpa, you can do that now. Honor that desire. Take it to your heart. Fill it up. Breathe into it. Next exhale, release it. Stay inside. Bathing the inner part of you, cleansing, rinsing the inner. And slowly making your transition. You can just feel that the deepest part of the winter here, this really dark, cold place, just being comfortable within it, right? You're going inside too, right? Just like nature, natural. And slowly roll to your right side. Slowly come to seated pose. Thank you, Brenda. Happy holidays. Arms open wide. Yes, yes. Holidays. The dark time of the year is where there's a celebration of light, right? Hanukkah and Christmas, like we celebrate light in the deepest, darkest time of the year. That's such a beautiful thing, I think. Open those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back inside. Namaste. My sincere thanks to each and every one of you. You know how much I love doing this, sharing yoga with all of you, doing practices together. I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome, Shelley. I'll see you in Zoom. Okay. So everyone stay warm, stay safe. We are going to, thanks, Becky. We are going to get warmer. And then I leave on Monday for even warmer. And I'm not trying to rub it in, but I think I'm kind of ready to go for a bit. I am retired, so I've worked a long time. I used to feel guilty about going, and now I'm like, come on, man, get with it. Shouldn't feel guilty. So, and I'm so glad that I can do the yoga practices from there. I was thinking about this. COVID, right? COVID did this and this, and a lot of terrible things. But one of the beautiful things is that people learned how to Zoom. I would never be doing this from California if not for COVID and Zooming. Like everyone's kind of Zoom literate, most people, and most people are okay with Zoom. So I love that I can live stream from California for you guys. And yeah, everyone, happy holidays to you and your family. Okay, Brenda sent me something funny. Okay, bye everyone.